The following video about this year's Wilson County, Tennessee State Fair is brought to you by Lee Company, serving Middle Tennessee since 1944.
With Lee Company technology, the best handymen are hands-off. Lee Company techs have been using visual findings and other smart technology tools for years to add transparency and virtually take customers along. You see what we see, whether we're in a crawl space or on a roof. With Lee Company, technology helps us help you, no matter what's happening in the world or at your house.
My name is Ryan Ingram, Agency Manager for Wilson County Farm Bureau. And in our own way, Farm Bureau is celebrating being a century old this year. 100 years ago, a group of farmers started Farm Bureau with a plan to develop, foster, promote, and protect agriculture for farm people of the great state of Tennessee. And it's an honor to be doing that here with you today. It's been a wonderful fair so far. I had a chance the other night to bring my family, and my two boys were thrilled to see their favorite ninja warrior, Lance Pecos. I was standing there with them while Lance gave his presentation, including going through the ninja course, and I was amazed as he taught the kids lessons about farming and about life. His 3 points that he taught the kids were: 1, we all have obstacles in life. Number 2, use what you have available. And number 3, make a plan and execute. I started thinking about how many obstacles that our families have overcome for us to be here today. They persevered, they showed grit, they used what they had, and they executed a plan. We're here today to remember those who've come before us, honor their sacrifice, and celebrate the legacy of a century farm. Before I get started, I wanted to thank a few people. Number one, I wanted to thank the Century Farm Committee. Wanted to thank Chairman Jason Haley, Christina McKee, Diane Weathers, Diane Major, and Anita Hitt, and many others who helped and worked behind the scenes to make this day possible. It's become a great tradition at the fair, and one we enjoy. Just wanted to thank them for their hard work. I also wanted to thank the Executive Fair Board, Mr. Randall Clemens, Helen McPeak, Sherry Bazadola, and many others who work hand in hand with the Farm Committee to make this day possible. I want to thank our special guest, Mayor Huddo, Farm Bureau President Jeff Aiken, Farm Bureau Executive Vice President Radonna Rose, Chris Farrell with Farm Credit Mid-America for being a sponsor with us, our 2021 Old Timers, Thomas and Sherry Carney, wanted to thank them for being here, our elected officials, Senator Pody, and I think I saw Representative Clark Boyd. If you're an elected official, please stand and let us recognize you. Thank you. Thank everybody for being here. It's truly great to get back together after a limited event last year. At this time, what we're going to do, we're going to have our invocation followed by the national anthem. And following that, I'm going to divide a line here. We have serving lines on both sides of the room, so we can line up and just take your time and go through the line, enjoy your meal. And then we'll come back up and resume our program. But giving our invocation today is FFA State Officer Kaylee Scott, and following that will be the Pledge of Allegiance led by Miss Ferris of the Fair, Reed Stoplowski, and Miss Senior Wilson County, Debbie Lee Taylor. Ladies.
Thank you, Mr. Ingram, for that presentation. Please bow your heads. Dear Lord, we come to you today with gratitude. In this room are people who have passion for agriculture. They dedicate their lives for providing for this state and for this country. Lord, thank you for these people. Please be with us throughout the rest of this day and this luncheon. Please guide us in your path. As we're about to enjoy this meal, thank you for the farmers who grew it and the hands that prepared it. Let this food bring nourishment to our bodies. In Jesus' name, amen.
If y'all will stand, we'll do the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag for the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I wanted to introduce our speaker, Mayor Randall Huddo. We thank him for being with us today, and I'm looking forward to what he has to say. Following Mayor Huddo will be our chairman, Jason Haley, recognizing the 200-year farms, and then Diane Weathers with our new inductees of the 100-year farms. We're going to ask everybody, if you are an inductee, please meet over here at the end of the program for our pictures, and so we can make sure you're recognized there. But join me in welcoming Mayor Randall Huddo.
It is an honor for me to be here today to welcome you to the Wilson County, Tennessee State Fair Century Farm Luncheon. You know, and for you to take this opportunity today to be here and celebrate with the people that has persevered over time. Today's event, in my mind, stirs at the core of what the fair, Wilson County, and Tennessee is all about, and that is agriculture. We honor families today that have made sacrifices to persevere over time to keep a family tradition alive. In a time where it is easy and many times money overrules, that we could track those farms up and sell and make a fortune. But you have chosen to continue that tradition and to make Wilson County still the #1 county in the state of Tennessee in Century Farms, and I really appreciate that. Please give yourself a round of applause for that. Today, I'm thankful to be a part of this program because I believe it adds to what Wilson County really is, and that is maybe the best of all worlds. And maybe helps us understand why so many people want to move here. Many want to say it's the location to Nashville. Many will say it's their location to the southeast. But I really believe it's because of the people that live here, the kind of people they get to go to the store with and to go to church with. It's the people that have hometown values, values that I learned when I grew up in Watertown on a farm. I appreciate those people. I appreciate you being the core and the backbone of Wilson County. And now it's especially important to honor those people that will be inducted today and remember those people that have made that sacrifice in the past. Thank you for being here today, and let's enjoy the inductees.
At this time, we're going to recognize the farms that's turned 200 years either this year or the year before. The Williams Farm, it's owned by Mary Grace and Sarah Caroline and William E. We have the Hilltop Farm from 1821. The owners are Mary Jo Young Preston, Ed Donald Preston. We have the Young Acres from 1821. The owner is Isabel Hall. We have the Haley Farm from 1821, and that's Miss Mary Grace Haley. We also have the Haley Murphy Farm from 1821, and it's Sarah Caroline Hogue. We also have two farms to recognize this year that was founded before the state of Tennessee started, and that is Cloyd Land Farm. They were from 1789, and that's owned by the Ligon family. We also have the Windy Hill Farm from 1789, and that was owned by the Coleman family. So we've got some remarkable farms here that's lived for a long time and survived off the land. Thank you.
So good to have our families back together again and to be able to add 6 more to our fold. And thank you all for being here today. We're so excited because we missed last year, so we're back in action. I guess the 2 things that hold my attention the longest is agriculture and history. And the dinner covers both of the things that are near and dear to me. Y'all know the story of Brer Rabbit, and he got caught by Brer Fox and Brer Bear, and they were trying to figure out his punishment. And they kept telling him, he said, "You can do anything to me, but please, please don't fling me in the briar patch." But they did, and he jumped right out, and he skipped off laughing down the path, because that's the place he wanted to be more than anything. That's me. I'm here, right in my briar patch. Where else can you go and be surrounded by this many native Wilson Countyans in one big room, and it's air conditioned? Right here. So I'm so thankful we're out of the pavilion, because it's just a bigger room, a bigger venue, and we're happy to be here. We've got 6 new farms this year, and that brings our total up over 100, I believe. So we keep on certifying these farms. And if you look on the back of your program that they mailed to you, I think there was an address for the MTSU Century Farm program, and it'll give you instructions on how to go and get your farm certified, or call Jason or me. So we're going to ask the farm families, if you will, just stay at your table, and then we're going to take pictures after it's over with, so there won't be a lot of confusion and you going back and forth, okay? So the oldest of our 6 farms this year belongs to the Allsup family. It's located south of Lebanon. The Sam J Allsup Farm was founded in 1809 on 149 acres by William T. Allsup and his wife Mary. The present owner is Patricia Ann Hobbs Locke, the great-granddaughter of the founder. There are currently 4 generations living on this 198-acre farm, raising beef, hay, timber, and vegetables. Are you here? Can you stand, please? Family? No, Sam? Thank you. There you are. Okay, thank you. And Jason's on his way to bring you your proclamation. The next one is the Walker Farm, and it's located 2 miles southwest of Alexandria. It was founded in 1850 by William and Jane Marler. The present owner is Cindy Walker Everett. There are 3 generations living on this farm today. The farm produces beef, cattle, and hay. When Cindy's father, Billy Walker, was the owner, he was the top silage producer and grade A dairyman in the area for several years. Are you here, Miss Everett? There you are. There they are, right there. Jason? Okay. Got it. William Henry Garrett founded the Heart of Vine Farm in 1902. It is said that Henry Garrett made the remark, "This is the vine, those others are just branches." It must have stuck because the community is still known as Vine. In the early days, the family ran a handle mill and a grocery store, Garrett's Grocery, and a post office. Today, Rick and Lisa Garrett Sweeney and their family own the farm. They produce corn, hay, vegetables, and poultry. Lisa is the great-granddaughter of the founder. We're here. There they are. Congratulations. Jason better pick it up. Noblehurst Farm, I saw those, is located in the old Prosperity community in West Wilson County, but it's the Mount Juliet area now. Noel Brown Noakes and his wife, Lula Moss Noakes, bought 150 acres in 1909. Lula named the farm Noblehurst, which means tree on a hill. The farm produced hay, cattle, and tobacco. Lula Noakes was a charter member of the Tomato Club, the forerunner of the Green Hill Women's Club. Noel Noakes purchased Mount Juliet Feed and Seed, the parent company of Moss Brothers Feed and Seed. Charles Moss and his brothers raised the first crop of hybrid seed corn in Wilson County. The feed store transitioned into Moss's florist while the family continued to be involved in agriculture. Charles and Eileen Moss's children, Hale and Susan, as well as grandson Joe Moss, all showed steers and heifers and were actively involved in FFA and 4-H. Noblehurst was always open to agriculture-related happenings. Hale was especially proud to host field days, 4-H barbecues, AGR meet and greets, and soil conservation picnics. Charles and Hale Moss are both members of the Wilson County Agriculture Hall of Fame. The farm is currently owned by Brenda Moss, son Joe, and his wife Lauren. The family continues to raise cattle. Where are you? I saw you, Brenda. There she is. Okay. Linwood Farm is owned by Ben Thomas Powell, and as the name would apply, it's in Linwood. Founded in 1919 on 81 acres by Ben Taylor Powell and his wife, Grace Waters Powell. They are the grandparents of the present owner. This family has also been very active in 4-H and FFA for many years. Today, the farm has increased to 157 acres and is almost exclusively a producer of sheep, although it once produced small grains, tobacco, and livestock. Mules were used to plow and cultivate crops in the early days. The first tractor was purchased in 1945. Most of the labor on the farm today is provided by Ben Taylor Powell's great-grandson Mark, his wife Jenny, and daughters. Mr. Powell is in the National 4-H Hall of Fame and the Wilson County Agriculture Hall of Fame. Mr. Powell, I know you're here. There they are. There he is. Okay. And the last one is Happy Valley Farm, or Eastus Dairy Farm, in the Commerce community. And it was founded in 1920 on 93 acres by Daniel D. Driver and his wife, Keziah Frances Powell Driver. The present owners, Larry and Ann Cox Eastus, currently own 261 acres and milk between 90 to 100 dairy cows, depending on the time of year, twice a day, every day. They also have a herd of Black Angus beef. Larry is the great-grandson of the founder and the fourth generation to live on the farm. His children and their children are the fifth and sixth generations living on Happy Valley Farm. The dairy cows have been milked on Estes. I can't say that word. Estes. We say Estes in Mount Juliet, but y'all have an A in it, so it's Estes, right? Estes Farm. Since the commercial sale of milk did not begin until the 1930s, milk cans were kept on the back part of the farm where the road ran by a spring, and it kept the cans cool. Wagons drawn by horses would pick up the milk cans along the route and deliver to the Carnation Milk Plant in Watertown. Today, the milk is picked up by tanker trucks on South Commerce Road and transported to Purity Dairies in Nashville. The name of the farm originated when Ernestine Driver's father would be away from home, and he would say when he had to return, he's going back to Happy Valley. Larry Eastus is a past recipient of the Southeastern Top Quality Milk Producer Award and the Wilson County Conservation Award. And that's it. I'm through. Thanks, y'all, for coming. Mr. Clemens.
We welcome you today to the 2021 Wilson County Fair, Tennessee State Fair, and we are honored to have you. And this program throughout the years since we started in 1979 has been such an important part of the Wilson County Fair. Our roots in agriculture are deep in our county as well as our fair, and we continue to have a major focus on the farm program in Wilson County. We are so proud of each of you for holding on to your farms and continuing to keep that heritage going in our county. We hope that we can continue to expand our little museum that we have up in Fiddler's Grove that is honoring our century farms as we continue to add the new farms to that. We are honoring hometown heroes as our theme for this year's fair. And today we are honoring each of you as a Century Farm as being part of our hero program. You are heroes to us, you're heroes to Wilson County, because when you hold on to a farm and are able to get this certification, you have done something major. I can relate to that in many ways that a lot of you can't, because our family farm was taken by the Cordell Hull Lake many years ago. And when you lose that, you've really lost something, and we encourage you to continue to hold on to your family farm. It is the year of beef, as we do our agricultural commodity, and we're very proud of all that has happened with that and the educational program and the different things that we have been able to do during the fair relating to that. One of our major focuses today in speaking to you is to relate to you the Executive Committee and the 300-member Fair Board commitment to Wilson County. We may be changing a little bit with adding the Tennessee State Fair to our fair, but we can strongly tell you today that our commitment to Wilson County to promote agriculture in Wilson County is as strong as it has ever been, and it will continue to be that way. We will relate just a little bit to you how we are currently operating. Nothing has changed with the management of the Wilson County Fair, with how we operate. We are in total control of it, and we're just adding some state fair events to it to enhance it a little bit more. This week, we have broke ground on 2 different facilities that will greatly enhance our county and the James E. Ward Ag Center. The first one is a Made in Tennessee building that will be constructed for $3.5 million that will house exhibits at the 2022 fair from every county in our state. This building and the other 2 buildings we have that focus on Wilson County residents only will remain that way. But the new building, each county will be bringing their best in 40 categories to next year's fair from their fair this year or from contests that they're having in their individual counties that will be in that building. That building will also house special exhibits from each county to showcase their county as well. Last night, we broke ground on a new agricultural learning center known as our birthing barn that is over in our livestock complex. That has been a great program for us and has met so many needs and taught so many. Our main goal is that we will become Tennessee's largest classroom as we continue to help others to learn about agriculture and how important that it is to our county and to our state. On Monday morning, we had the ham breakfast. And for you that are here from agriculture, you know the special meaning that Mr. Ward had to agriculture here in Wilson County as he served as our county agent for 36 years. He had a great love for curing hams and cooking hams, and he started the State Fair ham breakfast in 1962. That was brought back to Wilson County with the Tennessee State Fair, and we are so glad that we're able to bring a part of our history back to Wilson County and to honor Mr. Ward in that way. In closing today, we thank you for the important part that you are in agriculture in our county. We encourage you to retain those farms. The Wilson County Fair is here to help you in any way that we can in doing that, and we promise and commit to you that we will continue to operate a museum that tells the history of your farm. If your information is not in that in that museum, we very much want to have that in there. As you leave this morning, out in the hallway, our FCE club has done a quilt off of the 2019 quilt blocks on sheep. And so they have quilted that, and they are selling chances for a college scholarship. And so we encourage you to please support that program as we try to help some young people go to college in the years to come. Again, we thank you for being here. If you haven't been to the Wilson County Fair, Tennessee State Fair, we encourage you to come. It's been a hard week on us with rain. We've had about 250,000 to attend, but we are down about 65,000 from where we were in 2019. We have some great things for you to see, a lot of new things, and we do hope you'll come and be with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Clemens. Thank you to Wilson County Promotions and your support. You're always a very big supporter of us. Many of you can remember when we used to have our meeting under the pavilion in Fiddler's Grove. So we've grown a lot as a group, and this facility is very nice. Thank you to all the volunteers who worked so hard to turn this room over so that we can have a nice event. Thank you to Houston's for the meal. Let's give Houston's a hand for the meal. As you leave, we have some gifts or favors on your table. Feel free to take the hats. Those are the Farm Bureau hats. We have some beef hats, I believe, and the buckets that were provided. So thank you. Just take those with you as you leave. One more thing, let's give one more round of applause to our new inductees, and just congratulations to all of you. Remember, if you're a new inductee, we're going to have pictures over here on the side, so don't leave without seeing us. We'd love to shake your hand and just honor you a little more. Take your time, and thank you all for being here today. We appreciate you.
The preceding video about this year's Wilson County Tennessee State Fair was brought to you by Lee Company, serving Middle Tennessee since 1944.
With Lee Company technology, the best handymen are hands-off. Lee Company techs have been using visual findings and other smart technology tools for years to add transparency and virtually take customers along. You see what we see, whether we're in a crawl space or on a roof. With Lee Company, technology helps us help you, no matter what's happening in the world or at your house.